Hello everyone, it's Friday. It is April 14th, 2023. Your Day Weather Podcast is being brought to you by Cowboy State Daily. Check them out at cowboystatedaily.com. Also being brought to you by WYDOT. When there's ice and snow, take it slow. Well, folks, pretty sunrises, pretty sunsets, melting snow, and very warm temperatures here over the past week. But the forecast you're about to get is going to be a reminder that April is the cruelest month of the year, at least in my opinion. You can have it so nice, then have it not so nice, very close together. And that's kind of what's going to be happening. After the record-breaking warm temperatures this week, we're going to be trending a lot colder across the region today and into the start of the weekend. We have this double-barreled fractured trough of low pressure moving through that's going to produce mountain snow, rain and snow showers on the plains, and a significant drop, as much as 30 to 40 degrees in temperatures. We were getting used to the 60s, 70s, 80s, even the 90s in some areas. Nothing like that anywhere close here for the next 48 hours. So watch out for that. Now, it'll still be cool, breezy with a few lingering showers across the plains on Saturday. However, by Sunday and into early next week, I think probably through Tuesday, we can expect a nice rebound in temperatures. Now, we're not going to go back to the very warm temperatures we're have experienced this week, but we will see a bit of a break for about a 3-day period. But it's looking more and more likely that the middle to the end of next week is going to be a lot colder again. Areas of rain and snow will return to the region, and it could be quite a bit colder during the second half of next week. So this little period of summer-like weather over the last week certainly has been enjoyable, but we still have ups and we still have downs. With the changing seasons, you get this. This is why April can just really throw you for a curve lots of times. Today's satellite imagery shows the area of low pressure that really extends from south central Canada through the Rockies here. This system is going to take its time moving through, bringing areas of snow to the mountains, rain and snow showers to the plains, and the colder temperatures. Here's our break along the west coast right here, with an area of high pressure coming on in. This is what's going to bring improving weather Sunday through Tuesday. But you can see the big swirl up here in the Gulf of Alaska. As we have shown you all winter long and into this spring, the Gulf of Alaska just seems like there's always a storm there, doesn't it? Well, there's no exception here with this update. It's going to spin around up there for a few days, but then it's going to start to fracture and send off pieces of energy towards the middle of next week. And the 500 millibar chart today shows the trough coming through the area. It is going to lift out fairly quickly, heading off to the north and east into the Great Lakes and Midwest. It's going to merge with this little guy right here and become a pretty good-looking storm. Parts of the northern Great Lakes and northern New England, they're going to get snow with this system as it moves on through. Temperatures today, wow, what a difference. This is the temperature anomaly by late this afternoon, around 6 p.m., and you can see how much colder the temperatures are going to be across the region. The warm air suppressed down into the southern plains. Even those areas will get colder heading on into the weekend. And here's your rain precipitation forecast. This is the liquid equivalent. Got a nice little swath here along the Colorado Front Range of some rain and wet snow. That's good to see. Also nice to see this area of rain and wet snow that'll be moving across eastern Colorado, western Kansas, and all in Nebraska. Areas of rain and wetness across the eastern Dakotas, while the west and the southwest United States going to catch a little bit of a break, and it'll snow. While this is certainly not a big snow, if you are going to be traveling along Interstate 80, along I-70 in Colorado's high country, you're going to be looking at some wet to slick to slushy roads today and in its night and Saturday morning with this front. Then by Sunday and into Monday, there's your high pressure building right on top of the northern Rockies and the central Rockies here. So there's our little respite, but here's what's looming. This big area of low pressure in the Gulf of Alaska is going to start to send out energy and moisture towards the middle of next week. But we will get the warm up. These are the forecasted temperatures as we get into Monday. So you can see along and east of the divide, a nice warm up there. The Chinook zone going to bring a nice warm up. But you can see the cold moving back into Washington, Oregon, and California again. That's because of that Gulf of Alaska low that's going to get stretched out and kind of broken off into pieces. But this area, this region of the atmosphere is going to be cold and moist. And what it will do is just kind of settle in and be over the central and northern high plains and the central and northern Rockies and the Pacific Northwest for several days next week. So as that cold, moist air settles in, it's going to make it unsettled, it's going to make it colder, and it is going to bring opportunities for rain and snow to the region. We still have quite a bit of disagreement, like we talked about yesterday with the computer modeling. And there's going to be some details to sort out. But trend is your friend in this regard. So once we get to Wednesday through Friday of next week, it's just going to be colder, unsettled, and probably occasionally moist. So take advantage of the good weather that's coming Sunday through Tuesday. And here are the temperature anomalies by next Friday. I know, really didn't want to show you this, but this is why April's a cruel month. Middle to the end of next week, the cold returns to the central and western areas of the United States, while the warmth gets shifted to the southeast and the east coast areas. But these ups and downs of spring, something you have to endure. We'll get back into the warmer weather again, but we have to go through another 4 to 5 weeks where winter weather can still rear its ugly head. And there's your 10-day temperature anomaly over the next 7 to 10 days. So you can see that this recent warm-up was just that, a warm-up, recent, and going to go away. Have yourself a good weekend. We'll see you Monday.